I'm Virginia McGathey here on the floor at the CME Group reporting on the grain market. Today, soybeans was a little bit lower. The big crop idea that it's coming is really capped futures, and they just can't get rolling. Interestingly enough, they did drop below that 825 mark, and 825 in the November contract was kind of like the baseline. And once the market got below that, it actually got down to 821. But I think that the bargain hunters stepped in and said, okay, enough is enough, and really picked the market back up. It moved up. It's still under a lot of pressure because of the big crop that's coming. Also, the U.S.-China tariff talks. We're hoping that maybe we're going to find some resolution sometime in the near future here, but that just hasn't happened. That is also looming over the market, and it's making very difficult for the market to kind of even move higher. So that is persisting and holding the market here. But as long as we stay above that 825, I think it's a little bit of a benchmark for the soybean market to get that rolling. Corn, on the other hand, the benchmark there was actually 350, but the harvest is really ready to begin in earnest. I know there's some areas where the harvest has actually begun. That just tells us that's I think why the market is sinking a little bit. I know farmers are not getting rid of any of their corn right now because we're below that 350 mark. We got down about 348, maybe a little bit lower here, and it has some of the traders somewhat worried, but we know that with the harvest coming and those big yields, there's nowhere for us to go. We need to keep that demand going. We do have strong demand in corn, so that's helping a lot. If we can keep that going, that's all right. These record yields, though, are really weighing on the market, and that's why we see it a little bit lower today. Now with wheat, wheat was a little bit mixed. It's kind of interesting because the frost is hurting the Australian crop. Interestingly enough is that it's hurting it in the area that's been good, because we know that their Australian wheat crop has really been troubled in some particular areas. So in the good areas, they have a little bit of frost. That gave us a boost. The U.S. dollar index is a little bit lower, so that's kind of like helping everything. And with those, U.S.-China tariff negotiations, if we can get that done, we definitely can move out of where we are right now, but that's actually hovering over all the grain markets, and it makes it very difficult for us to really get off the ground right now. But with the harvest in place here, that's putting a lid on all the grains from really having any kind of a significant rally. That's all from the floor at the CME Group. Here in Chicago, I'm Virginia McGathey.